This is the Iowa Weather Report for Wednesday, December 31st, 2014. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at noon today. You can see this upper level feature over the west. That's something we're going to have to watch in the coming days. But for the meantime, still the flow coming out of the north and northwest, but it will not be as cold as it was yesterday. Highs do look to get above the single digits for the entire state, teens to lower 20s. Sunny skies around. That storm system off to our southwest, we're going to have to keep watching it toward the end of the week and into the weekend. You can see as we move into Thursday, you can see there's some moisture over Texas. Could be some rain, could be some interesting freezing rain or some snow also across the southwest as well. Around here, still mainly sunny with a few clouds around, especially with the system sweeping across the U.S.-Canadian border area. A little bit of snow across the Great Lakes, another system off to our northwest, but it's a system to the south that we're going to have to keep a watch on here. This is Friday with the rain across the south. It begins to slowly move to the northeast. You can see there's the low pressure center here on Saturday. This could bring some snows across our southeastern half of the state. However, that storm to the northwest is going to be approaching from the northwest. Those two are going to combine late Saturday night and into Sunday, and then that sweeps to the northeast. But what's going to happen? Cold air is going to sweep in from the north, so it could be quite breezy, and it's going to see temperatures dropping through the day. Could create some blowing snow around here on Sunday, depending on how much snow we get. That system moves off into the Canadian Maritimes on Monday. However, the next system is dropping in. This could bring an increase in clouds by late in the day Monday. Snow could break out by Monday night and into the first part of Tuesday. See, by midday Tuesday, the system is beginning to depart, but look at all this cold air over Canada, just ready to take an aim right at the state as we head into the middle of the week. We're going to have to watch that in the coming days. You can see that when we look at the chart on next Wednesday. Big upper level system over the Hudson Bay area. Could be known as the polar vortex. But flow still coming mainly out of the northwest. That's going to keep the temperatures cold, but not brutally cold. The brutally cold air is going to look to stay up in Canada. Big system off the northeast coast could create a problem there. System moving into the west as well. Looking into the extended period, around the 11th of January or so, pretty zonal at this point. You see no big troughs and ridges. The flow is not coming straight out of the north. It's coming mainly out of the west. That means temperatures should be near seasonal levels, mainly in the 20s to lower 30s across the state. Looks to be the active weather will be across the south with some rain, maybe a thunderstorm or two down there, maybe a few flurries around here at best if this is to be correct. Then at the end of the forecast, in the extended period at around the 15th or so, flow somewhat coming out of Canada. It's not coming straight out of the North Pole though, so it still means the temperatures will be likely near seasonal levels in the 20s to around 30, and we promise this is a different image. There's a storm over the south again, could bring some thunderstorms down there, maybe a few flurries around here, but looks to be toward the middle of the month it may get a little less active around here. We'll have to see. Satellite image from last evening was fairly quiet across the country. A few clouds across the south and west. That's with a system that we're going to have to watch toward the end of the week and into the weekend. A couple of clouds across Canada, and the rest of the country is fairly quiet at this point. The watch warning map doesn't look very quiet, however. Lots of wind chill warnings and advisories across the plains and the upper Midwest, western Great Lakes. Lots of winter weather issues from Southern California into Texas. That's with the system that'll be making a run at us toward the weekend. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock, showing the heaviest precipitation across Texas into the south, where 1 to 3 inches of rain is possible. Around here, maybe a quarter of an inch of liquid equivalent, mainly in the form of snow.